At the Okoli Law Group, we specialize in producing justice. If you or a loved one in the Atlanta metro area is facing serious criminal charges, then you need serious legal representation.
The Okoli Law Group is here for you. The Okoli Law Group is here for us.
The Okoli Law Group, serious legal representation.
Peace, family. I hope all is well. I hope today's Wednesday. Hope your Wednesday night, Wednesday evening, Wednesday morning, wherever you're at. I hope your Wednesday is going well. Do me a favor, hit the like button again. Please hit the like button. Let me make sure this. Here we go. Let me get that. Bam, got that going. I'm gonna try I have like 2 new mics that I have not even used that are like still in the box that I want to get set up because I really want to get my whole setup different. Because right now I record it's like my dining room. So I record in my dining room, but I want to move to a different room and have a different backdrop. And yeah, so working on that. You know, we'll be doing that soon. Let me see something. Yeah, so we'll be getting that set up here shortly soon. You know, hopefully within a month, because I've been procrastinating about that, and procrastinating is not good. So we'll get that cracking soon. But do me a favor, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Also, make sure you share and make sure you subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of the support from my loyal family over the years. It really means a lot. Really means a lot. Before we get started, I have a couple of announcements. Announcement number one. We are rolling to Nigeria. So we're going to Senegal end of May, but that tour is is sold out. It's sold out. Well, technically it's not sold out because I could take a couple more people, but the problem is the hotel in St. Louis, where the hotels in St. Louis where the jazz festival is going to be sold out. I mean, not going to be. They're all sold out. So therefore, I don't have any more room. Well, I have room, but I don't have any more housing or lodging available for my guests if you were to come now in Senegal. So that is sold out. But we are rolling to Nigeria. We are rolling to Nigeria. This is going to be August 4th through the 13th. August 4th through the 13th for the Osun Festival. Again, we're rolling to Nigeria August 4th through the 13th for the Osun Festival. So if you're interested in joining us in Nigeria for the Osun Festival, please visit Danfo, DANFO.Africa. Again, please visit Danfo, DANFO.Africa. I will greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it. And you can learn more information there. We have 3 spots left. So if you would like, well, it's the Sherbo Island project, but I call it Idris Elba's city. It's not his city, but it's his brainchild. It's his idea. But we're just calling it's the Sherbo Island project and it's moving ahead. Like, it's actually moving ahead. And we've had some bad experiences with a couple of planned so-called smart cities. You know, you had the project in Uganda that didn't go through because of land disputes. I don't know what happened with the Wakanda City project with Dr. Erikana. And no disrespect to Dr. Erikana, no disrespect to Oswald Boateng and his project that he was supposed to do in Uganda. No respect to them. And no disrespect. I apologize. No disrespect to them. You know, I respect them a whole lot. I've actually met both. I met Oswald twice. His documentary, which is an excellent documentary. I believe it's called A Man's World. In fact, let me go through this real quick, and then we'll pull up the trailer for his documentary to give him a shout out. But so Oswald Boateng, Dr. Ericana, who I've met her before too, met her here in Atlanta. And then there's Akon City having some issues there. But it seems as if um, Idris Elba's project, this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one. And I hope that it is. Me, number one, being Sierra Leonean. So since I'm Sierra Leonean, I obviously want to see that project happen because I'm into hospitality. I'm into tourism. So hell, I would love to have the opportunity to build a boutique hotel, not a hotel, a boutique hotel. I'm into boutique hotels on the island when the opportunity comes. I would love to have the opportunity to bring guests there. I mean, you could technically take people to Sherbro Island now, but it's really not much there. But once the smart city is done, no telling what's going to go on. So, well, actually, there's a site that details the plan. So, this city seems like it's the most organized and thought through and prepared when it comes to smart cities out of all of these so-called smart cities. But Oshun Festival Tour, August 4th through the 13th, August 4th through the 13th. And then we're rolling to Zanzibar, September 22nd through October 1st. September 22nd through October 1st. We are rolling to Zanzibar for Safari Blue. So we're going to have a great time. If you're interested in joining, please visit donfo.africa. Again, please visit donfo dot Africa to learn more. I'm just reading the comments as I'm going through this. And please support the documentary. Top link on the page. Click on that link. Documentary. Buy the documentary. My documentary is my baby. Well, all this is my baby. But please support and buy the documentary. I will greatly appreciate it. It really means a lot. So let's pull this up real quick. Shout out to Oswald Boateng. And I'm gonna get a couple of his ties too. I'm gonna get a couple of his ties, but I met Oswald twice in LA for his showing. He had two private showings. Well, they weren't really private because you could get tickets to go to them. But he had two screenings, I guess that would be the correct term, of his documentary, A Man's World, in LA. And I went.
It's almost there, but I mean, I access to be let out a little bit.
It's too tight. Yeah. Is that too tight?
Yeah. Oswald makes me sexy, so when I want to be sexy, I go see my man and he hook it up.
Well, he's got tremendous style and panache, and if he can get me in a suit, he can get anybody in a suit.
Frankly, unless you're wearing Oswald Boateng, you're not dressed properly.
What are you looking for here? Anything in particular, or just what?
No, it's intuitive. I'm trying to understand it. The touching is also understanding.
You're born in London, so you have an English understanding of what that is.
You know you're African, you know where your roots are. On the other hand, you're not being accepted because you're black. But there was massive cultural tension, massive. Because you were in the minority, you were similar, you were alone. The riots demonstrated that you weren't. You either took a very radical position, said, I'm black and it's a real problem in life, or I'm black, it's difficult, but I'm going to make it work. So you had to park the colour as an issue and just get on with it. But if I make that sleeve narrower, it accentuates this waistline more, creating an illusion of a slimmer fit. My money, my money.
I don't know what he's doing because he just Just papers, papers everywhere, brown papers everywhere in the house.
I was training myself.
So training ourselves to cut jacket and all this.
The meaning of also divinely powerful. This is the sort of name that I'll give to the board because I'm convinced it's going to be great.
When I started design at 16, he was the one I looked at. Amani is why I do what I do. He inspired everything in me to create.
That used to be my studio, that little bar. That used to be my studio when I first started here.
Is that where you used to live?
Yeah, I used to live and work right there.
Introducing the best-dressed street in the world. Savile Row was founded here a few years after the Battle of Waterloo.
Drive to succeed finally had him located in Savile Row by the age of just 28, making him the youngest and the first black tailor with that prestigious address.
If you drop a piece because of something, and I don't even know, because I'm now designing Spring Summer 2011. I'm moving at light speed. I've forgotten the piece. Then I come back and you look at it like this, and what am I doing? What am I exactly doing? So something's missing. Right?
Here I am on the red carpet at the exclusive Vanity Fair party with Oswald Boateng. Hello. How are you?
Really good.
TENG. It's all about the company. It's all about himself. It's all about God. You do all the company. Yeah. Well, I can still cut. For you, I cut. Would you? Yeah, but I won't graffiti in the inside.
It's been agreed, Annie, this morning that actually we'll just focus that pleating just on the bib.
Yeah,
area
focus
here
on the
in
bib
centre
area,
front.
do the same shape and the same bow tie. So.
Done.
Exactly.
That's rocking.
Exactly.
Fantastic.
What makes Oswald special?
I mean, Oswald's unique.
He's got this incredible classic British tailoring sensibility thing happening.
Very charming, very witty, very temperamental.
And then at the same time, he's got this extraordinary African use of color. It's fantastic.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Look at me now.
Mr. Mani would like to compliment you on your elegance.
Oh,
thank you.
È un'eleganza interiore anche solo.
Guys, it was an excellent documentary. Guys, if you have not seen the documentary, it was on Netflix for a minute, but I don't think it's on Netflix anymore. Go check out that documentary, A Man's World. It was an excellent documentary. So go check that out. Again, I don't know what happened with the smart city he's building in Uganda, but it was a land dispute. So these smart cities just haven't been working. But it seems like Idris Elba's smart city is going to be a winner. It's off to a good start. HH, does your boutique hotel project have investment opportunity? At this time, no. It's a concept right now. I've been so busy with the travel brand as far as expanding that and making it Web3 like. So the travel brand Donfo, I want it to be like, so the experiences as far as bringing people to Africa is just a part of it. That's why it's a brand. So I want to expand it into like a tech and Web3 company. So I've been busy doing that. Had a meeting with some advisors today on that. So really focused on growing the travel brand, but the actual boutique hotels is going to happen. It's going to happen. Listen, whatever I put my mind to, it happens. Again, whatever I put my mind to, it happens. So it's going to happen, but just at this time, as far as investors, not at this time, but I put my email in the chat. Shoot me email. Let's stay in contact. You know, we could have these conversations offline, but I'm really not into the whole investor thing because it's just not yet. I try to do as much as I can with my own money, as far as injecting my own money into my projects. And then if for some reason I need to get some capital, then we worry about it then. But as far as right now, no, not at this time. But so yeah, so it's a great documentary. But let's get into because somebody sent me this video on Idris Elba. As far as a partnership, here we go right here. Here's the video right here. So this is a this right here is a partnership that that Idris just announced a couple months back. Let's go ahead and pull this up real quick.
We are announcing a partnership between Chevron Alliance Partners and Octopus, the first of its kind wind farm on an island called Chevron in Sierra Leone.
Today, 7 out of 10 people in Sierra Leone don't even have electricity. Just as happened with mobile phones and the internet. We can leapfrog past the world of fossil fuels and go straight to the best solution, which is renewables.
We will be building a wind farm which will consist of 5 wind turbines. This is really important because currently in West Africa and Africa more generally, there is a real lack of data which to base new models for renewables on. Our wind farm will be collecting data so that we can get the right information into those models and see the tremendous opportunity that is renewables for the African continent.
This island is an ambitious plan that the SAP group, my group, have had. We're working in conjunction with the government and we're planning to build the first West African smart city.
Chevron Alliance Partners that have already been working to really build a framework.
Listen to what Idris said there. He said we plan on building the first West Africa. Let me rewind that back because that was key. That was key, what he just said.
Partners that have already been working to really build a framework for Sierra Leone where they can bring in partners.
Hold on, here we go.
Island is an ambitious plan that the SAP group, my group, have had. We're working in conjunction with the government and we're planning to build the first West African smart city.
So we're planning to build the first West African smart city. Now, not to pin two brothers against each other, but what does that say about Akon City? Because wasn't Akon City was put into motion first before Idris Elba's project? So what is he saying? And guys, where's the smart city in East Africa or in Africa period outside of, I mean, like where's the smart city in Africa? Is there, if somebody could put the link in the chat room to another one as maybe in East or South Africa, it isn't the first West African smart city. Jimbiando is already far ahead. So Jimbiando is a city out in suburbs of Dakar, Senegal. So if you're coming from the airport, from Dakar airport, Dakar, Senegal airport, you drive through Jimbiando. And also that new train that runs through Dakar, the last stop is Jimbiando, because I took the train. And so a lot of the government buildings, the Senegal government buildings, Senegalese government ministries, there we go, ministries, they're now in Jimbiando now. But again, I've been to Jimbiando, but what makes Jimbiando a smart city? Again, what makes Jimbiando a smart city? Jamni Ajo. Oh, Jamni Ajo. Okay, so I'm mispronouncing it. So it's not Jimbiando, it's Jamni Ajo. Jamni Ajo. I'm sorry. Jamni Ajo. I'm sorry. Jamni Ajo. Okay. Kenya Technopolis supposed to be smart city in East Africa, but I don't know. But let's finish watching this.
Sherbrooke Alliance partners that have already been working to really build a framework for Sierra Leone where they can bring in partners like ours and unlock the identity vision that they have for Sherbrooke.
To have an incredible company like Octopus Spring Wind Farm is massively significant. It's not only significant for Sierra Leone, but it's definitely significant for West Africa.
We're starting off with the pilot program on Sherbrooke Island CTE, but the long-term plan is for Octopus to become a partner on the renewable side of energy as the city develops.
Africa is the sort of place with a lot of corrective opportunity. In other words, if the rest of the world have done it a certain way, we can do it differently.
And it'll enable countries, not only Sierra Leone, but across West Africa, to start benefiting from cheap, clean electricity.
All right.
So one of my family friends is Idris Elba. So Idris has known me since I was a young child. Him and my mum are very good friends because we grew up in East London. 80% of the world live under $10 a day. That is reality. Yeah.
Okay. I am bringing Dubai to Africa. So this is how long is this interview? So we'll come back and watch this interview. So this is Siaka Stevens. So I guess he's related to the former president, Siaka Stevens, who's Idris Elba's business partner. I'd like to hear what he's talking about as far as bringing Dubai to Africa. So we'll watch this interview another day. But I want to get into shout out to Air Peace. So Air Peace had his maiden flight from Lagos to Gatwick, which in London, which I've flown to that airport before. I flew to Gatwick from, I think, where did I fly to Gatwick from? I think coming back from Tanzania or Kenya. Oh, no. I tell you what happened. I flew into Heathrow, but then I stayed the night in London in the UK, and then I flew out of Gatwick back to the United States of America. That's what happened. But Air Peace. Congratulations to Air Peace. Now there was here we go. Air Peace commences Lagos London operations, guys. This is fair use. Fair use. Everyone, once again, this is fair use. Okay, fair use, family.
Monday.com is the ideal platform for any organization that is looking to make their work more efficient.
Nigerian premier airline Air Peace launched its inaugural Lagos to London operations on Saturday morning, marking a flight service resumption to one of the most lucrative routes from the country. Our special correspondent Abi Owolawi was there to share this special report.
Taken through the skies on a bold new adventure and milestone is Air Peace's Boeing 777 aircraft on its maiden flight from Lagos to London on March 30th. A momentous occasion for Nigeria's aviation sector and travelers at large, the airline held a brief ceremony at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport to herald this feat.
London. What we are doing here today is pursuant to one of our KPIs, which is to ensure that we support our local operators. Now, people outside the industry, they don't understand what is happening here today. This is very significant because it's been very difficult for our local operators to service international routes and, of course, to take advantage of our BASAs. These BASAs are, the bilateral service agreements. To take advantage of our BASAs that give reciprocal rights to our local airlines. And so what buses normally say is that when you have 14 slots into my country, they also give you 14 slots into their country. But that is as much as the paper says. There's what they call the politics of buses also. Because after giving you the 14 slots into their country, in most cases, they play politics with it. And in such a way that they frustrate even your, being able to take advantage of that. But beyond that too, our local operators are also handicapped. They're handicapped because they don't have access to these aircrafts that these international airlines have on the same terms as those international airlines. When I say on the same terms, I mean, for example, the terms upon which they lease these aircrafts. So what we have tried to do is to ensure that we support our local operators to have access to these lease arrangements, like what Airpeace is doing today. And that is what we can start to use to crash prices on international routes.
Airpeace over the years has been very supportive of Nigerians, ensuring that they are there when there is crisis. Whenever there is crisis, you see Airpeace is there. And if Airpeace can continue to make inroads, supporting Nigerians even into countries that they didn't have established trading routes or flying routes because of the humanitarian crisis at that point, it only makes sense that we should encourage them when they actually then make trading routes or flying routes into established destinations. And I encourage all Nigerians to be very patriotic to support them. They always have to remember, we all have to remember that this is our own Nigerian aircrafts. And, any ticket bought on Airpeace signifies trading, it signifies investment, it signifies belief in ourselves, in what we can do as Nigerians, in our culture, in our heritage. And it also shows to us, to all Nigerians, that we are proud to be Nigerians.
This occasion signals a new dawn in Nigeria's travel industry as ease of travel, cost competitiveness, and trade facilitation are key determinants of travelers' choices. Airpeace CEO Alan Oyema says these haven't gone unnoticed.
I'm looking at the way the National Reserve of Nigeria was being depleted by not having a Nigerian airline going out there to access the London market, which happens to be the most expensive in the world. Nigerians, in fact, 3 weeks ago or a month ago, we are paying about 50 million naira just to go to the United Kingdom, 6 hours flight. They were paying about 6 million, 5 million economy just to do 6 hours flight. And I felt pained. I could have at the same time done 10 million. Nigerians would be happy. They say, oh, it's cheaper. No, but I brought it down to where it belongs. So we started our business class from 4 million, started our economy from 1.2 million, and even went ahead to give our students in Europe, in the Caribbean, in the United States, in Canada, and in the UK, 15% rebate on the already reduced economy fare, because many of them don't have access to funds that will be able to enable them to fly.
So right now, 1.2 million naira is roughly in USD like 800, like 900. If I tell you right now, I'll tell you right now, guys. Give me a second. 1.2 million naira is roughly. Hold on, guys. I'll tell you right now. Like $900 round trip from Lagos to and that's round trip from Lagos to London. That's not bad. It's like $800, like 900. Hold on, let me tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. Because the naira is getting a little bit stronger versus the dollar. So it was like, hold on, here we go. $967. So from Lagos to London round trip, $967. That's not. Hold on, where are you guys getting that rate from? Because right now my rate is 1,240 naira to every US dollar. Where are you guys getting your rate from? Yeah, now the Naira's fighting back. It was like 14. Shoot, it dropped down to like 1,800 about a month ago. It dropped down to like 1,800 about a month ago. So yeah, I think Google's wrong. Let's finish this real quick.
Fly back to the country during holidays, and we want to have them here to stop the brain drain. Because I've always said it, if you don't do that, in the next 40 years, you'll be having just old men in this country. So when we did this, we single-handedly brought all the international airlines going on that route to their knees. Within 24 hours, the almighty airlines or the foreign climb started bringing their business class down to 5 million naira, economy down to 1.something million. If not for anything, I feel fulfilled today. My happiness is not about me. There's no gain in this business. It's not about me. But it brings joy to my heart that I've been able to touch the lives of my countrymen and women. What makes me proud today, and every Nigerian should be proud about this moment, is the fact that we've been able to prove to the outside world that we as Nigerians are very resilient. We love ourselves, forget our differences. When the time is right, we show the world the stuff we are made of. Today, every airline coming to Nigeria has to think twice before they blackmail this country, telling us because of the dollar, that the dollar was bad, the dollar was this. That was the reason they were given. So when I brought it down to 4 million naira for business class, what happened to the dollar? The dollar was still what it was then, and they all came down to 5 million. And that also is helping the naira to gain some momentum, because a lot of strain was being put on the naira. People paying 15 million, and these foreign airlines will go to central bank or elsewhere looking for dollar with the largesse they've acquired. And it's making the country's currency go down. This is what we keep on saying. Support indigenous investment, and the country will move forward. We love foreign investment, but indigenous investments are the ones that will save you during crisis situations, like we did during the COVID time. And I'm very, very grateful to the present government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They've been supportive in one way or another. They've been supportive because the minister has always been there. When it looked as if they were not going to give us loss, the minister traveled to the UK with us and warned them that if they tried this, Nigeria would retaliate. And things started changing. So I give kudos to the minister for all he has done.
Or getting that deposit back.
Start clean with the power of Clorox.
Professor Terence Tao is the equivalent of a rock star in mathematics.
Regarded as the launch of this route transcends arrivals and departures, as it also fosters trade, investment, and collaboration.
I did spend about 2 hours speaking to Mr. Onyema a couple of days ago, and he spoke about some of the challenges that he had with the United Kingdom really leading up to this. But I would say that, look, as FAN, we will continue to support our Nigerian airlines and our flag carriers. We'll make sure that they have the necessary support. In fact, we did dedicate a whole bridge to them, really just to show how excited we are. But again, I'm really excited about this, and this is all about Nigeria. So a day to celebrate indeed.
From cost competitiveness to passenger facilitation, travelers welcome Airpeace's new offering with 260
It got some understanding. This
aboard
sold out to
inaugural flight.
September, I think.
So you were extremely eager to get on this. All right. So tell me what your expectations are. This, of course, is the inaugural flight.
I expect the traditional.
Now, guys, my only issue with a lot of these business class seats. So business class, first class, the seats should be like Delta One, where you have your own pod to yourself. Like you shouldn't be sharing seats. I mean, you shouldn't be sharing an aisle. You should have your own pod, like your own aisle to yourself. That's how it usually works in business class. Again, that's how it usually works in business class. But I've been noticing a lot of these airlines now, like Airpeace, Egyptian, Kenya Airways. Like, you don't have your own pod to yourself. You have this setup right here.
Nigerian hospitality, which we have started seeing from the check-in and the boarding, and you can see the atmosphere here. Everyone is happy. It just feels like we are home, and we look forward to a smooth, enjoyable flight. Lively, of course. Amazing crew as we are seeing them. They started off well, so we expect that by the time we are landing, it will all be fun, and we'll be relaxed, and they would have enjoyed this flight tremendously. And we look forward to being on Airpeace continually.
It's not Nigerians putting something for the abroad people. It's like Nigerians can partake of this, ingenuity, and I just feel a sense of pride. So yeah, I know it's going to be an awesome flight.
This is a big win for all of us Nigerians, and I believe that we're all going to be patronizing massively. I'm very proud of Airpeace, very proud of Mr. Onyema and what he's doing with Airpeace. He's been there for Nigeria so many times, and Nigerians really need to support him and just be there for Airpeace and for him as well.
My name is John Paul.
John Paul, and you, sir?
Keith Lojima. Yeah, we expect a smooth ride all through. I mean, the weather is good, and we're all prepared and we're all set to go.
The excitement is put us over the moon. Yeah. So a smooth ride. The weather is good, except that around London, there's some kind of weather, but it's not that much.
This is what we're talking about.
Kalishi, oh man, you get Kalishi, and you get Kalishi and Zobo on the flight. Guys, you get hold on. You get Kilishi, and Zobo, which is BSAP, which is my favorite drink. So on the flight in first class is serving Kilishi and Zobo in first class. Oh man, you can't beat that.
And that's what we're talking about, huh?
Revenue projection for the global air transport sector in 2024 has revealed a mixed fortune for regions. However, net profitability projections for airlines at the global level is expected to be well below the cost of capital in 2024.
The club owner, I can't think of his name.
As the London tarmacs welcome a new entrant, this airlines looks to continue spreading its wings and conquering new territories. Abby Olawi for Arise News.
Yeah, Obi Cabana. That's what I was.
Why do you use Navan to manage all our business travel and expenses?
So shout out to
Our
Airpeace.
company is growing.
And from my understanding, later on this year, Houston and JFK, Houston and New York direct to Lagos, you guys. Because at one time, Delta had a direct route to Lagos out of JFK, but they stopped it. Now they just do Atlanta. And the prices are ridiculous. It's too expensive. It's expensive. It's expensive to fly Delta direct to Lagos out of Atlanta. Like in just economy, it's like almost $2,000. So just economy. But soon, direct from Houston and direct from JFK. I cannot wait, man. Shout out to Airpeace. Shout out to Airpeace. Shout out to Airpeace, man. I can't wait to patronize Airpeace. I might. Well, I doubt it, but yeah. Oh yeah, and then United Airlines flies direct to Lagos as well from DC. But like I said, from my understanding, I know New York is up next. I know New York is up next. I can't wait. I'll be on that New York flight direct to Lagos. In fact, you know what? If I'm not already in Africa when it happens, if for some reason I'm not, if I happen to be in America when they announce the official date for the JFK to Lagos flight, I'm gonna be on that flight. I think I'm gonna be on that flight. I'm gonna be on that flight to Lagos, man. Shout out to Omo Niger, man. Shout out to Nigeria. Shout out. Yeah, man. It just makes you feel good. You know, I love news like this. Man, if they put palm wine, jollof, and a goosey soup on the menu, which their uniforms updated to be. Nah, the uniforms are listen. The green, listen, green and white uniforms like the Nigerian flag would be dope. But listen, we gotta crawl before we walk. All right, let's just get these direct flights. All right, Kilishi and Zobo that's enough for me. Kilishi and Zobo, I'm good. Listen, I'm ready. I'll be back in Nigeria in May, but it's like I'm ready to go now. Like I'm ready to go now for some reason. Like this has me hyped to go to Nigeria now. But I'll be in Nigeria in May. And last topic, and then I'll put the link in the chat room if you guys want to call in. You call in. If not, you don't have to. It's up to you. But guys, we're going to I want to make an announcement, guys. We've gotten, myself included, this platform had gotten a little too toxic. All right. It had gotten a little too toxic. So we're moving in a different direction. You know, we're gonna cover positive topics. You know, once in a while, if we gotta cover some controversy, we will. But it got a little too toxic. I'm gonna start reading this book soon. Spirit of Downfall. I'm gonna start reading this book soon. I gotta finish this book. That was just random because it was sitting here right next to me. I gotta finish that book. I gotta read that book. But okay, final topic. Here we go. Nigeria's supposed to be going to BRICS. Allegedly. They've been talking about it. Fair use.
Do you really want to make your holiday special?
Fair use.
Tanzania has got so much to offer. From the famous Serengeti National Park.
See this commercial that just came up? You see this commercial that just came up? Oh, hold on, guys. Give me a second. Guys, give me a second. Master's mom is here to collect them. Give me a second. Guys, sorry about that. I'm on daddy duty, and the master's mom just came to get him, so had to walk him out. Okay. All right. Where's the tourism commercials at, Nigeria? Where are the tourism commercials at, Nigeria? Come on now. See, this is the only issue I have with Nigeria when it comes to tourism. You have the Serengeti commercials. Where are the Nigeria tourism commercials at? Master plays both. Okay, here we go.
Gorongoro crater. With hands on hands, with hands joined, let us rebuild our world brick by brick like a firm wall. We have seen the
A spoken words presentation by poet Goody aptly captures the views in this room. It is that Nigeria needs a new foreign policy dimension and platform in order to have her voice heard in important global organizations, an opportunity provided by BRICS. BRICS is an intergovernmental organization of emerging market powers, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Membership has been extended to Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the United Arab Emirates. Originally created to highlight investment opportunities, the group has evolved into a cohesive geopolitical bloc which considers itself a counterweight to Western powers. In August 2023, Vice President Kashim Shettima represented President Bola Tinubu at the 15th BRICS Summit in Johannesburg, South Africa. On the sidelines of the summit, Shettima said Nigeria did not apply to join BRICS and that there are many variables to be taken into consideration. But technocrats at this forum say the nation must apply now because of the many benefits.
Over the years, we've been dealing with the Westerner, and we have not gotten any positive result. Instead, our people are hungry. Our people are suffering. Industrial development is at a coma. Transformational agenda, everything has been a paperwork. It is time for us to look inward from visioning to sustainable delivery. Therefore, BRICS is the right way to go.
Although BRICS is barely 18 years old, analysts point out that it already commands 30% of the world's global trade and more than 20% of its landmass.
The BRICS countries operate as an organization that seeks to further economic cooperation amongst member nations and increase their economies and economic and political standing in the world.
The group observes that Nigeria's interest aligns with those of existing BRICS members because it is developmental. This, they say, is responsible for the balance of trade between members.
One of the reasons why these BRICS actually formed, they want to kind of stay away with dollar because dollar is a reserve currency and euro, and the way it has affected economically many countries. It could be sanctioned, it could be swifted, So this BRICS is of the idea that the countries should trade with each other with their own local currency.
While these discussions are ongoing, analysts say Nigeria may not have been invited to join this group because of obvious national fundamentals that are largely deficits. Thus, Nigeria must put her house in order to become an attractive bride and effectively position herself at negotiating tables on every platform. Ferdinand Duroha, Arise News.
All right, guys. So Nigeria possibly to BRICS. That'll be a nice. Hold on, Traka. BRICS needs Nigeria. Nigeria needs BRICS. I agree. KJ, to the most consistent Niger travel I've ever watched. Bless his big bro. Hey, man, Omo Niger. Because if someone has to do it, Because Hustle Smart and Black Beauty are scared. So therefore, Dynasty Samir got to do it. Dynasty Samir got to do it. Guys, links in the chat room. Links in the chat room. If you want to call in, click on the link. We'll take a couple callers, then we'll close out. Link is in the chat room. Link is in the chat room. All right, guys, we'll wait 30 more seconds and then we'll close out. Guys, enjoy your night, enjoy your evening, or morning, or day, whatever, wherever you're at. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for joining. Dynasty, is the forgetting tree still in Africa? Depends on the country you go to. I know they have one. I visited one in Cote d'Ivoire, and I visited another one in Benin Republic. So it depends on the depends, and that light is glaring. Depends on the country you travel to. So yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, family, Dynasty, search for Huru. Peace.